Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to yet another Alco review with me, Peter the Master of Habits. Today joined by
Brett
of Anomyces, drinking more mead. We're back on the mead wagon, this time with some Marlobobo that we actually got from Marius at Marlobobo. He sent us a care package with a lot of very highly acclaimed meads. One of the Stounsbury Cryo, which is cryoed, freeze distilled Stounsbury mead. That will be really crazy, I think. Yeah. But he sent a few things, and he sent this one as well, which will be really fun to try because this is something I don't think I've ever heard of before. But this is Puffy Select, and this is a mead with wild cloudberries.
Yeah.
And if you know anything
they
about
more or less only exist wild.
yes, so cloudberries
in the wild.
yes are really rare. In Denmark, there's only 2 locations in the country where they grow. And they have some very specific conditions for growth. And I think there is like was it a Japanese like breed of something similar? Or it's basically something like a crossbreed bred off of cloudberries to try and make him farmable. Because real cloudberries aren't really farmable, so like they have to be picked in, as far as I can gather, in mountainous areas and whatnot, where they grow. And apparently a lot of like commercial things with cloudberry flavor is this like crossbreed and not the real deal. But yeah, it's a berry that's very hyped in Scandinavian cuisine. It's something that really screams mainly I'd say Sweden and Norway because mainly Norway because it really doesn't really grow here. Except again 2 areas of the country where I'm sure you're never gonna get any because the people that know where they are get them when they're there. So, but yeah, it's called Puffy Select, and it consists of wildflower honey from Vestfold in Norway, and the cloudberries are from the mountain area of Østerdalen. And they were handpicked, as I said, and they just picked the most ripe ones to use in this mead. So I'm sure this is a very, very small batch.
Yeah.
Like they do really, really, really small batches on a lot of them. Like I think, is it 300 bottles or something? Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I think the Stounsbury Cryo is only a few hundred bottles. But yeah, they're not cheap meads.
Nope.
But they're also produced in one of the most expensive countries in the world.
Yeah.
And that makes it even worse.
Honey is expensive, and cloudberries are extremely expensive.
Yeah.
So, triple up.
Triple up, yeah. So this is, I think it was 8% as far as I remember. Actually, interesting, it doesn't say the ABV on this. Maybe that's often handwritten on the label. I'm not sure. I think it was 8%. It's lower than most of their meads.
Okay.
But yeah, let's check it out. So pours, in my glass, a clear golden yellow color. Brett got a bit of yeast in his. It looks like natural wine in your glass.
Yeah, a very hazy one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we got some flies in here, and they really, really want this mead.
Yeah, because it's just sugar and fruit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's golden yellow. The berries are a bit more orange.
I'm looking forward to see if there's a difference between my glass and your glass.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
And also the flavor profile should be something, as far as I can gather, a cross between raspberry and red currant with a slight vegetal note, but otherwise like sweet and fruity.
Yeah.
Or just cloudberry. I mean, it will taste like cloudberry, but we've never had one really. So I've only had it like in like commercial like weird things.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's check out the aroma on this one.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's really unique. I can totally see the vegetal note.
Yeah.
It's like lightly vegetal.
It almost reminds me a bit of sea buckthorn.
Yeah. There is definitely something reminiscent.
Because it has an oceanic kind of almost like saltwater.
Yeah.
Herbal vibe.
Yeah, salty, really like savory as well.
Yeah, lots of like almost like savory yuzu or something.
Yeah, really. I'm just trying to wrap my. There's loads of honey as well, so it's like it's not the
honey.
pure expression of the barrel because they're a berry because apparently they're also a bit sour.
Yes.
But there's like it's almost like
it's savory.
It's like a savory jam. It almost reminds me of if you do like compotes for like if you make like savory compost, like a lot of people do like bacon jam and things like that. It almost smells like something like it's like there's onions or something in it, or something like just to make it savory and umami rich.
Yeah, but then again, also like salt water or like salinity.
It's super unique.
Um,
I can't say I've smelled a mead like this before, and I can definitely say that a lot of people will not like the aroma on this.
it's very unique.
Yeah. I see
And
the
the honey
connotation to
cooked.
currants, like
Yeah.
ribes, but not so much raspberry.
I'm also thinking like almost
Maybe
like
a little bit.
cooked yuzu or something. Like I haven't tasted cooked yuzu, but if you cooked it, I think it would smell like this in the room.
It has the sharpness of a raspberry. You see that? Like, so it's part of the rubus family, which is the raspberry family tree. And I sense like raspberry has this like fruity, sharp, intense thing. It has a little bit of that, but it's much more soft. And maybe that's also because it's on a blanket of mead.
Yeah, I think so. I think it has something to do with it, of course.
I'm also getting a little bit of a floral vibe from the honey.
Definitely has a floral vibe from the honey.
It smells very, very unique and different and interesting. I'm really looking forward to see how this tastes. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks a ton, Marius.
Cheers.
Much more bright and fruity than I expected. It's like a really, really sweet raspberry type flavor. I'm almost getting melon vibes.
Yeah, honeydew melon.
Honeydew melon or something.
Yeah.
Like a cross between a raspberry, a honeydew melon, and sea buckthorn.
Yeah. Yeah, because it still has a bit of that oceanic herbal vibe to it. Yeah, and then but also that tropical melon thing. And maybe like a touch of like a raspberry vibrancy, like singiness.
And I totally see like there is a soft, slightly vegetal note to it.
But that's the sea buckthorn to me, like that slightly herbal oceanic thing.
But to me, I don't know. That could be what you think of.
Yeah, it's just at least from the one.
But it has a touch of that like singiness of a raspberry too. It's very unique. I think this is something I'd love to just try and eat the berry now, like just fresh.
Yeah,
we need to find out where we can eat these in Denmark. I'm sure the Danish ones are not going to be as good as the Norwegian ones.
I definitely understand why this is used in like fine
dining.
Yeah, fine dining and cuisine, like because it has that. If it has the ability, at least the berry, to have like acidity and like a bit of salinity and umami, like that's pretty crazy. And also, I guess it's not a very sweet berry, but you know, that umami as salinity-esque thing is salty thing is very unique.
That's the thing with Marlobobo, man. The flavor profiles on other meads are so unique, whether they're spontaneous or whatever. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of a meadery using cloudberries before.
But of course, when they have them available,
why not?
Ish.
Yeah. It's like a really, really overripe melon flavor to me. Like honeydew melon that's just like, or cantaloupe, that's right on the edge of being moldy.
Yeah, but then you have that
such an overripe flavor.
Yeah, because it's almost a touch like a funky melon, honeydew melon thing. It's almost like slightly,
I know what you mean.
Slightly, funky, going on the verge of going bad. Also, it actually also has a bit of this almost like bruised or like yellow apple, like slightly overripe pear, apple kind of
thing. Yeah, I see overripe
at least like
pear.
yellow apple, yellow pear kind of, where it's like really.
I see like when the pear is on the edge, but it's weird. I think
when it goes yellow.
So I wonder if the flavors we're picking up on is purely the berry, or it's also because of the honey. Because I'm thinking there's an influence, and the yeast, of course, there's an influence from yeast too.
Yeah. I'm interested to see, because the texture of mine is like really, like, kind of almost creamy. So I'm interested.
Mine is not.
No.
Well, it's creamy because it's.
I want to just switch quickly and see if there's a difference in texture.
Not really, but yours is even more fruity. It's like you have more pulp in your glass.
Yeah.
That tastes more like honey.
Yeah.
That's the first time that's happened where the pulp makes a drink more fruity.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit more
meat-like. The texture is more or less the same. But this seems more like fruit driven. Or maybe more cloudberry-esque than yours.
That's really
You can try to pour the rest. I don't think it really in mead maybe it doesn't really harm it or.
Do you want some? That's really. I'm guessing there's fruit pulp in the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah.
That's the most expensive part.
Yeah.
You need to drink it.
Yeah.
Well, it's so hard to grade this.
Yeah.
But actually, my level of enjoyment is quite high because I think even though it has that slightly almost like moldy, funky melon thing, I still think it has a nice like acidity that is reminiscent of the sea buckthorn or raspberry.
Yeah, I agree. It has like a breath of acidity that's refreshing.
Yeah, because it's not cloying and like compote like as some of the American ones. Not at all. It's very Nordic.
Yeah.
In that way.
It is. It's
Super
so
Nordic.
unique. Like, and it tastes more like a classic mead than the Strams and whatnot because it's not so compote like. Because there's a lot of like honey flavor.
Mm. Yeah. But it's one of the most unique drinks I've had in a very long time.
I really don't know what to rate it. I really like it. I don't think it's, if I compare it to Wildberry Doofus, it's one of the very best meats I've ever had.
And I don't think it is as good as Stemsbury Free Jazz either.
No.
But it's
still,
actually, I'm almost like between 94 and 95 because I actually think it's really, really nice.
it is really nice.
It's just, you just have to get used to the flavors because you don't really taste this combination of flavors ever.
It's a really, really new flavor,
Yeah.
which is fun. That's why you often end up with a hobby like this, is because you like to explore these things. And when you've done it a lot, there's not a lot that's new anymore.
And I also just think it's nice to that they do something that's very different. That really stands out and that is this unique, and they try something. Yeah, so maybe that's a small plus for doing that. But,
and we also got to say, we're not, like, this is 100% our own opinions. It's,
we're not.
Marius was kind of, and you guys know, we're not biased. Like, when people send us things, we give our honest opinions. And I think we've showed that in all the videos we've done.
Actually, sorry, I'm interrupting now. It almost has a touch of that Baiju thing.
Oh, the
Too.
pineapple
Yeah.
weirdness.
That fermented.
That's actually true.
fermented
And
melon,
violet, and
Yeah.
what's it called? Lavender.
Yeah.
Lavender.
But also because it has that slightly funky fermented kind of honey.
Weird drying thing. That's a
honey,
really good note,
pineapple.
man. Yeah. It's really,
I was thinking, what does it reminds me actually of something, and that the
because it's
Baiju.
like kind of tropical.
Yeah.
But that's because of a weird fungi.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's something on the berries
Yeah.
that's similar to what's in the base alcoholic beverage to distill to make baijiu.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, again, with the whole bias thing, we're just gonna be honest. I will say I don't think I enjoy it as much as you, but I still enjoy it a lot. But
94.
I'm gonna give it a 93. That was my initial thought, 92 or 93, and yeah, it's really enjoyable because, and one of the big things is like it's such a new territory, and it's really making me want to eat these berries. I'm so intrigued by this now. Can we get a cloudberry mail?
Yeah, but also staying in a tent for like 5 days before they go ripe, and then pick them. Just stay in a tent right next to the berries. I don't know when they are ripe, but if it's in like during summer vacation, maybe
Yeah.
you
I
can
think
make
so.
a beer trip out of it and just wait for the berries to get ripe.
I mean, most berries like this get ripe around summertime, like raspberries and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's past now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We make a beer trip to Norway, but for the time of cloudberries, and sleep in a tent for a few days.
Like
and
right
drink
next to the berries, and then
Bring some,
in the morning look out of the tent. And, okay.
Not yet. And
One
bring
more night.
bring some Marlobobo Mead and get some Norwegian craft beer and just hang out in a tent in the mountains for 5 days until the berries arrive. If anyone knows where we can try them in Norway, let us know. We'll try and we want to try them fresh.
Yeah.
We'll start a new channel. It's called the Master of Berries.
Yeah.
We'll just hunt wild berries
Master
around
of
the globe.
dingleberries.
Master of Jingleberries can be the Christmas special. No, okay, now we took it too far. This was such a fun experience. This is something you do not come across very often. If you get a chance to check out Puffy Select, do it. But bear in mind, it might not be for you, especially because of this umami-rich, almost vegetal note.
Yeah.
I can
funky,
totally
fermented in
yes
its kind of
yeah it has
its character.
I can almost bite you like, but I can totally also see it tastes like something that's just not gonna be for everyone.
Yeah, it's very, very unique.
But it's really
Very,
damn good.
yeah,
I get a
special.
huge applaud to Mario's and Marlobobo for doing something so different. I love it. So
Yeah.
if you guys had a chance to try the Puffy Select already, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers
Yeah.
to some crazy cloudberry mead. And see you guys in another Alco review.